Record labels, especially the big ones, can seem impossible to contact, but I've been signed by 8 top record labels, and I'm gonna reveal to you a way to get any label to listen to your demo. What's up, Team MBL? I'm Music by Lucas, and for the past 3 years, I've been traveling full-time producing, DJing, speaking, and creating the ultimate website for music producers, teammbl.com. And as always, one of the first 100 comments is gonna win a sound bank from my website, teammbl.com. There are many different ways to send your tracks to labels, from sending your track to their email, coming to one of their demo drops, but here's my #1 hack to get any label to listen to your demo. And that is to collab with an artist who's already on the label. So the real question is, how do you collab with a signed artist? First, you gotta give this video a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm. Otherwise, no one's gonna wanna collab with you.
No.
Okay. You might be thinking, why would a signed artist want to collab with you, and how would you even get in contact with them? First off, more artists check their DMs and emails than you might think, and there are many smaller artists on bigger labels that are much easier to get in contact with. But again, why would they collab with you even if you do get in contact with them? The main reason is because they love your song. So how do you make a song that they will love? The way you do it is by making a song that sounds like a combination of your sound and their sound. You don't want to send them a song that they feel like they could have just made themselves, but you don't want it to be so different that it doesn't fit their style. And again, you want it to be partly your sound, and that means you don't just collab with any smaller artist or any artist for that matter on any label. You particularly should be collabing with artists that you feel like you could make a cool collab with, that your styles go together, or that you could make something that would be a cool twist. And how good does the song need to be? Well, my guideline is that the bigger the artist you're trying to collab with, the better it needs to be. Of course, you're not trying to send, a song that's not very good even to a smaller artist, but if you want to collab with someone that's, a really big DJ, it has to be something super, super special. And how long does the song need to be? Does it need to be a finished song? Can it be just a basic idea? Well, I have another guideline for this, which is that the bigger the artist, the more finished the song needs to be. Basically, you want to send the most professional, completed ideas to the bigger artist, because even if they don't want to collab with you in particular, they might support the track, or they might ask you to send them something else that's less finished that they would want to collab with, but you want to make a really good first impression. But for me, my rule of thumb for my own tracks when I'm sending out tracks for collabs is I usually have the first break and the first drop done. I don't have the second break and the second drop done. I like to kind of leave that so that there's still some area for the other person who's going to potentially be on the track to use their sound or to bring something to the track. But I like to have the initial idea there so they can hear the potential and they know where it's going, and they have a good idea of would they want to collab on it or not. And another option is to build a relationship with that artist first before you ask to collab, because a lot of times if you're sending a DM or a message to an artist, even if your track is really good, they might not take you too seriously if they think your message looks really spammy, they don't know you, they don't have that connection. So a big way that you can build that connection is by getting a track supported by that artist first. So you can particularly target artists to send your collab ideas to or your tracks to who have radio shows, for example, because they are then actively looking for demos to support, for tracks to support. So when you send them a track, it won't seem unfamiliar to them like it might seem if they don't have a radio show, they're not exactly looking. But anyways, if you can get a track supported by that artist first, they start to believe in you. You start to have more of a connection with that artist, and they start to, maybe you have a dialogue, you're talking with them, and then you make that perfect track that is that twist of your styles, and they're much more open to listening to it than they would have been otherwise. For example, one of my members, RDGO, who's part of my membership program, came to one of our demo drops that we're always having, and this particular demo drop was with Danny Leaks. So he dropped his demo, and Danny Leaks liked it so much that he offered to collab with him on the spot. So they did, and that demo got signed by Musical Freedom, which jump-started his career, and now he's signed on labels like Hexagon because he used the method of just dropping his demo at a demo drop to get a collab. And once you have a few tracks signed or some bigger self-releases, it gets easier and easier for labels to listen to your tracks and also to get bigger and bigger collabs. It can just be hard sometimes to get past that initial stage of getting your first few tracks out there, but that is what my YouTube channel is here for. That's what it's all about. So if you're new here or if you haven't watched in a while, you can watch my free weekly tutorials. Also, you can find free daily tips on my Instagram as well. And if you're really serious about wanting to reach your production goals, you should join my membership, because me and my team of signed artists, managers, and musicians actually work with you personally, help you set your goals, and help you you reach them. And you can join that by going to teamnbl.com/join or clicking the link in the description. Give this video a thumbs up and make sure to hit the bell button to be notified about future videos. And now, some more helpful producer tutorials.